Good morning, Cowboy fans. This is Cowboy Legends for Life coming back at you again with another video. I haven't been doing it for a few days or so, whatever, but I'm back and I've been pretty busy. Anyway, people are still talking about this so-called problem the Cowboys have, the wide receiver core. We don't have a number one wide receiver, okay? Number one wide receiver. Okay, and they just focus on what Cowboys doing. I bet you the Cowboys took a dump. They're going to have a couple of reporters outside the door and wondering, does it smell bad? Oh, this smells bad. Everybody, just put it on. I can't wait to put it in the newspapers. Anyway, listen. Cowboys, Dak Prescott was right. Cowboys do not need a number one wide receiver at this point, okay? Now, if one develops during the season rolling around, then that's what's going to happen. Until then, they don't need, he's right. Dak Prescott is one of the best I've ever seen at spreading the ball, okay? And that's what he's going to do. He's not going to worry about some baby penny-ante asshole wide receiver that needs to be pouted on and tapped in his shoulders. And Dez, you get the ball, okay? You don't have to worry about him just begging for the ball, giving the ball, and then dropping it when he gets it, okay? And just no production whatsoever that's helpful to the Cowboys, okay? Dez Bryant was not helpful, all right? Most of these games, he was not helpful, all right? And people talk about Dez Bryant, oh, well, we needed him, man. But listen, you know when I was done with Dez Bryant? I'm going to tell you exactly when I was already finished with him during the 2015 season, okay? And all this stuff, okay? And then what he was doing in the locker room and not coming to practice and stuff like that. But when I was really done with Dez Bryant was in the 2016 season, Dak Prescott's rookie year. In the New York Giants games, both of them, he kept dropping touchdown passes. The first game, he dropped a short touchdown pass, okay? He dropped that, okay? He just, I didn't understand why this guy didn't have the balls to try, Dak Prescott was doing well. Then in his second game, the Cowboys rolled out 11 wins in a row, okay, and went into New York. And I never seen this jackass play worse than he ever did until the Seattle game, okay? And so he caused, Dak Prescott at that point had only 2 interceptions, okay? He caused those 2 interceptions that Dak Prescott was suffered in New York, okay? And ended up with 4 for the season. Those 2 interceptions were responsible by Dez Bryant, again. Okay, just like the 5 he was responsible for last season. 5 interceptions he was responsible for. Or was it 4? And then T. Willie was responsible for about 3. Okay? That's a fact. Okay, I'll say 4. I won't plug all that of Dez Bryant. So 4 of those receptions, of those 13 receptions, were responsible for Dez Bryant last season, and 3 of those were responsible by T. Will. I mean, bouncing off the chest and off the hands. And balls you should have caught easily. Easy. Anybody else, Gronk, anybody would have caught it, and no one would have had a problem with how hard someone threw the ball. Everybody brags about, like, Wentz throwing the ball hard. He throws the ball hard and short. He's a strong arm. But Dak, he threw the ball too hard. That's why Dez Bryant didn't get it. Oh, man, Dak Prescott ain't shit. Kiss my ass, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? Dez Bryant showed me in that game in 2016 that I don't think this man belongs on this damn team. And the way he played, he was so quiet. He didn't open his mouth. He wasn't excited on the field. He kept his helmet on. I ain't never seen him do that before. He kept his helmet on the entire game. He didn't catch a ball until the one catch he made. One catch he made, he fumbles the fucking ball. Fumbles it. Yeah, Dez Bryant is just all of that. And that's why everybody picked him up. Everybody just stood in line outside the Cowboy Stadium when they said they were firing him and said, Dez, come over here. I'm coming to Seattle. Dez, come to New York, Dez. Come over here. No. Nobody was there. Nobody wants to deal with a bullshit, bitch-ass diva receiver anymore. I told y'all before they fired Dez Bryant, that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay, what's up, clowns? What's up, so-called Cowboy fans? What's up? Where's Dez Bryant at now? And the draft is over. Y'all keep telling me the draft was going to happen, and when it was over, he's going to be picked up and all this stuff. Yeah, you know everything. Okay? You better start paying attention to people who've been watching Cowboys since the 60s and 70s. And then keep your fucking mouth shut because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The only thing you know about is Tony Romo. That's your era. That's it. Tony Romo. Tony Romo's a good quarterback. He was a great quarterback, in fact. Okay? But his era spelled doom for a lot of so-called years, okay? Because they didn't win. They didn't win in the postseason. That's for sure. And they really barely won in the regular season. 8-8. A lot of times was the best they ever did. 6-10, 8-8. Won a few. That's fine, but we didn't win. But what I'm saying is just that Dak Prescott won, okay? Dak Prescott was having problems with Dez Bryant because he wasn't gelling right. You know, I think that if Dez Bryant was present in a lot of those practices he was supposed to be, with Dak Prescott one-on-ones, practicing like he did with Tony Romo, I think that everything would have been fine. It took a long time for Tony Romo and Dez Bryant to connect. It took them a few years. Right? Why couldn't he give the same respect to Dak Prescott? But besides all of that, okay, we don't need a number one wide receiver, all right? One will arise, I bet it will be Noah Brown. I think so. I think that he's a big guy. He's strong. He's fast. I think he's faster than Dez Bryant, okay? And I think that I don't know how his yak's going to be, whatever, but I'm pretty sure that he has much surer hands. I think he's developing surer hands, okay? I think that Dak will be able to count on him when he throws to him, all right? And so he'll be able to spread that ball better than anybody anyway, Dak Prescott, you know? And so that's what I think that Noah Brown may have the inside track of being the number one wide receiver if one arises. And now, my concern for a tight end as well, I think I'm taking my money off the Rico Gathers train, horse betting train, and putting it on Blake Jarvis. Or is it Jarvis Blake? I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm putting my money on him because I keep watching these films on OTAs of this kid, and this guy's big. He's pretty fast. He's strong as fuck, man, and he's got some great hands. Okay, he looks good out there. That kid looks good. Blake Jarvis looks good out there. All right, and so I think when they do the tight end by committee when the season rolls around, I'm gonna put my money on him. I think I'm gonna do that because I don't know what Rico Gathers is doing. I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's doing well. I hope he's doing well. Okay, I really do. All right. I hope he's focused on football instead of rap. That's most important right here. Okay, you want to be a big producer? Produce your ass on the field first. Okay, then you can do whatever the hell you want. Anyway, but it's just cat shit. That's all it is. All the bullshit crap that these so-called fans are talking about. Dak Prescott's reason why Dez Bryant's gone. They still talking about that. They're still crying about that. You're not fans. You're not loyal. I wouldn't trust you to fucking take my garbage out. I wouldn't. Okay? I mean, like these knees, 0-1, he's probably a nice guy, but he would never be a friend of mine because I don't like people who backstab. I don't like people who are not loyal to their team. Okay? I've been a Cowboys fan since the 60s. The 60s, man. I've seen them all come and go. I've seen losing seasons. I've seen fucking phenomenal seasons. Okay? I've seen players do things that just made me jump out of my seat, bro. Okay? So I don't understand. Why you can't be loyal? I was loyal to Tony Romo for years. And until they just couldn't, I realized that they weren't going to produce what they're looking for. 2014 rolled around, and I was hopeful. You know? I was hopeful, but last minute didn't happen, okay? And I'll tell you, it just sickens me, man. I'm going to tell you something. Dak Prescott, everybody keeps saying that he's not going to do this. He's a bad quarterback. He's number 5 quarterback in the Eastern Division. Dak Prescott is at the bottom of the list of quarterbacks. Listen, we all know Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback. I'm not going to say he's a top 5 quarterback, okay? I'll say he's a damn sure he's a top 10 quarterback, all right? They got him at, one of these so-called posters got him at 15. Somebody got him at something like not doing having him on the list at all. Not at all, okay? That's okay, because I know what assholes are, okay? I see them all the time, all right? So I don't have to worry about what they think about my quarterback. I will tell you this, though. Though I believe wholeheartedly, and it bears me out, the numbers bear me out, that Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback, his number says he's top 5. That's all you have to hold on to, okay? Dak Prescott's numbers, his QBR and everything else that he did in terms of his touchdown production, okay, his lack of interceptions he's thrown, and all of that stuff says that he is a top 5 quarterback. 12 touchdowns rushing. 12 touchdowns rushing. How many people have 12 touchdowns rushing in the last 2 years? What quarterback has? Okay? QBR lists everything about what a quarterback does on the field. Everything. And that bears out his worth and his qualifications. And Dak Prescott is top 5. That's what his numbers tell you. Now, even though we don't have to believe the fact that he's a top 5 quarterback, that's fine. I'm with that because he's only been in the league 2 years. But his number says I'm top 5. That's all. Okay? So you can all talk that stupid shit. That Dak Prescott ain't Dak Prescott, the great quarterback, he can't hit what if he got the plane. You know? I don't think you could find an ocean, bastard. How about that? So anyway, Dak Prescott is going to be fine. The Cowboys, I'm never going to worry about the offense. I didn't worry about the offense when Tony Romo was there. I wasn't worried about the offense when Tony Romo was running it. I always worried about the defense. And they were giving those sorry ass players were giving up tons of runs, tons of points. They were giving up tons of points, man. And they started playing well. The first time they started playing well was when Dak Prescott came. And they were playing over and above their abilities. I'm talking basically about the secondary. You know, they were horrible. Okay, the Scandrick, all of them are gone. Now Scandrick's gone. He needed to go. He should have been one of the first to go. Okay, he was horrible. Scandrick was somebody that was a ball. He was a damn defender. Scandrick, you watch the films. Go back and look at it and see him. Okay, and watch all the films when he made the so-called tackles and stuff. He would try to go around the receiver. Yeah, he would sometimes get his interception and stuff like that. And he played defense good sometimes. But when it came to trying to tackle the man with the ball, he would try to go on his side or go around him. He would never try to go head up to him. I know he get injured a lot, and he did. Okay, but Kansas was a coward. And you know what? That Kansas City game before the first half ended tells you all you want to know about Scandrick. How that kid scored that touchdown. Okay, just look at him and see. Scandrick was a piece of garbage. Okay, he had to go. I'm glad. So that's my point on the fact that the Cowboys are going to be fine. I was never worried about the offense, not even when Tony Romo was running it. Even though they were 8-8, whatever. I know that he helped to make the offense explosive. But the defense collectively, the team collectively, just was not bearing it out to be winners. They just weren't. They had too many losers on that team. Dez Bryant is a loser. He has a loser mentality. T. Will had a loser's mentality. All right? I mean, you got a number of them. I mean, look, Bryce Butler was talented. Very talented, okay? But Bryce Butler was a little bit too inconsistent, even though his last season with the Cowboys, Dak Prescott him hooked up. It just skyrocketed that man's fucking stats up. Okay, everybody's stats stayed the same. It was skyrocketed. While Dez Bryant kept going down. So you see, I told you Dak Prescott did. Dez Bryant gets a touchdown. And I come to see Dez Bryant, man. What's going on? I thought you came here to see him win, jackass. Cowboy fans, kiss my ass.